Are we stuck in the elevator?
No. I'm just in the elevator. And we're about to go question Marie. This is Bottles.
I'm Mori.
And we're about to ruin Marie's entire career.
As a thief? Or as a thief?
Everything. Everything. We're gonna ruin her entire life.
What was her job, like, in real life?
Does she have a job? Or is she just living off insurance money?
It was very interesting how she didn't have a job to
sustain this. Oh, she left. Oh, fuck.
She's gone. Where's Marie got to?
She jumped.
She must be around here somewhere.
She jumped.
No fucking way.
She jumped.
No fucking way, dude.
Totally jumped.
Oh, there she is.
She's going to jump.
She's gonna. There you are.
Look, Mr. Hyde.
It's okay, Marie. I know.
What do you know?
I know what you've been hiding. I know what you've done.
Romeo?
The woman in the hat who always makes an appearance before the robberies.
Oh.
That's you, isn't it?
What?
Who put you up to it? Was it the same people who sent you the threatening letters?
Mr. Hyde, you have no right to accuse me of anything. Besides, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Listen, Marie. The game's up. As I told you, I know everything.
Mr. Hyde.
Before you ask me for proof, how's this? Or I found these inside your room.
You what? Who put those there?
They were... Stop. Just stop. They were hidden inside a box on top of your closet. Care to explain what you're doing with them?
They're cosplay.
I cosplay as the robber.
I cosplay as the woman in the hat.
And hey, yo, bitch.
What do you think?
Hey, yo.
Rate my setup.
As the great Phoenix Wright would say, take that! I found this letter inside your room.
Oh, no.
The letter contains instructions for you to follow. The letter contains instructions for you to follow. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess?
I...
Huh? I have nothing else to show you. Oh, it also took it away from me. Oh, the ring.
And the ring, yeah. Here.
This is your ring, right?
How did you get that, Mr. Hyde?
Betty gave it to me to return to you. Now would be a good time to talk to me,
It's a
Marie.
good thing I didn't return it to you.
Why would you sell something so valuable? Yeah. Why would you sell something so valuable? Maybe because it incriminates you? And while we're on the subject, the woman in the hat and sunglasses who appears before the robberies, why does she wear a ring just like yours?
I don't know. She has good taste.
Or maybe you just like to tell me about the condor engraving on the base.
That's...
Are you a part of Condor? There's no use trying to hide it anymore, Marie. Come clean and tell me.
I can't, Mr. Hyde. Not to you.
Why not?
Because there's no going back if I do. Not for me, anyway. You really don't want to hear what kind of person I truly am.
That's literally all I've been asking you. Do you remember what you said to me, Marie?
What I said to you?
Yeah. You said that when your brother died 13 years ago, people doubted your side of the story and it made your life miserable. You went on to say that you believed I would understand what you meant. You remember what I told you then? I said that if anything happened, no matter what, you could talk to me about it.
Yes, I remember. How could I forget? And I truly wish I could tell you, but please, Mr. Hyde, please stop asking me to talk. Why don't you listen to me when I say I can't? I really can't tell you. Of all people, you can't know.
Come on, Marie. If I don't reveal your secret, then sooner or later somebody else will.
Perhaps.
Marie, do you understand the gravity of your situation? You need to get out while you still can. I appreciate that the people ordering you about are intimidating you, but...
What? Of course, I understand, and that's precisely why I can't tell you anything.
Mori. Oh, it's a zoom out this time.
Oh, fuck!
What?
Wait. She's moving towards the edge. She hasn't jumped yet.
Suddenly, Mori moves away from me and heads towards the roof's edge. Mori, what are you doing?
If only I'd met you earlier, Mr. Hyde. If I'd been able to tell you everything I've been keeping to myself, maybe things would have turned out very differently. I really don't know what to do
Hyde,
anymore.
catch her. I swear to God, you...
It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Mori!
There's nothing... Damn, we can't even do anything. Oh, wait, maybe.
Get down from there. Alright, thanks
Don't
for showing
yell
me
at
for
me.
like a second.
What?
What? What's happening?
Don't yell... What?
What's happening? Oh, shh. Hmm? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna mute the mic and see what happens. What's happening?
Maybe we're supposed to click on her? Keep back. What? I'm so confused.
I touched her butt.
Don't touch my butt! I told you to stay away.
Okay.
Keep back.
What am I supposed to do? What?
What?
What am I supposed to do?
I feel like this is something that has to... I'm having an idea.
So do I. Is it what I think it is?
Closing the
The
DS.
DS? What's the button that I assigned to that? I don't remember. Backspace.
So,
Okay. No!
what?
Mori! Are you okay?
Oh, so you did get it. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I think you may be
That was like not obvious in the slightest.
Yeah. I think you may be overreacting a bit, Mr. Hyde. There's no need to shout quite so loudly. You
Mori?
hurt my ears. I'm going back inside.
Okay. I guess we like pulled her.
Maybe.
Mori leaves the roof and heads inside. What the hell? Nothing like creating a scene. Great. What now? Who the hell called the cops? This is bad. What?
Wait, what?
How has it come to this? I was hoping to put an end to all this fuss with Mori, but now look at the state of things. It's hopeless. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
She didn't jump.
Why am I gaming over?
Wait, maybe it's not a game over.
It is.
How
This
is
is
it
the game over music. What?
Were we supposed to let her die? What? I'm so confused.
Okay. I'm so confused. There you are.
Maybe we asked the wrong questions.
There's no questions. Okay. We're gonna mute the mic. Now.
What?
She wasn't gonna do it. That was the whole thing. I just want to make sure that the microphone's like not muted anymore.
You're a faker? Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, okay, we're back. Yeah, essentially I was right. What I was thinking is that we had to just shut up, not do anything, and she'll be like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
I guess I won't.
I'm not gonna do this. Marie. Looks like I seriously underestimated what an idiot you were. If you wanted my help, why didn't you just ask?
How could I have done that? After all, I'm the only one who knows how terrifying those people can be.
Objection. Marie. Who do you mean by those people? They really put the frighteners on you, huh? We already know that. Who do you mean by those people?
I mean,
Condor.
I knew what my brother and my husband had done.
Okay.
I found out the truth behind their deaths, too.
Oh, this is getting juicy.
That's why I have to do what those people say.
Because then they'll kill me too.
If you want an example of just how powerful they are, they're the ones who put an end to the insurance company's investigation. They're responsible for me receiving the insurance payout, Mr. Hyde. It was a kind of reward for doing what I was told.
Jeez.
And they're so funny, Mr. Hyde.
What had your brother and husband done?
Well, as you know, they were both working at the hotel. And that was a cover for helping with the secret fencing operations that went on there.
Fencing operations?
They were very competitive. And yes, they were also still selling stolen jewelry. The items to be sold were first brought to the hotel. And then potential buyers would follow and, if interested, would pay for goods into cash. It seems that Mike and Peter were willing to do anything if it made them money. And that included removing dead bodies and making evidence disappear.
Oh, shit.
Even the ring that I got from Mike was one of the spoils from a successful job.
I thought their deaths were in accidents. No, it was murder. I thought your husband and brother were killed in accidents.
That's what the police believed. But of course they knew differently. Since my husband and brother had served their purpose, they were to be disposed of.
Oh my god.
Damn. When Mike died and I received an insurance payout and married Peter, and when Peter's business failed and he died in an accident, all of it was orchestrated by them. That's what they told me anyway.
The zoom in. Yeah!
The zoom in. Do you know how I discovered the truth about Mike and Peter?
The two members of the GCN, yeah.
It all started when I moved into those apartments. As I searched the things I brought with me, I found my husband's insurance policy. I decided to claim the money specified within, and so I contacted the company. Very soon after I'd done so, the calls started from the people in charge. I received phone calls and letters. Even people I'd never met before began to pay me visits. As time passed, I slowly began to piece together the truth. It finally dawned on me what my husband and brother were involved in. It wasn't long before they decided I could be of use to them as well.
So up until then, you really had no idea what your husband and brother had been up to?
I didn't have a clue. But I knew something was going on when Mike came home after work one day. He had this horrible wound, and his clothes were bloody. I asked him time and again to tell me how it happened, but he refused to explain. He looked up at me with his sad face and told me that he had a secret to bear.
He had a secret bear?
He had a secret bear. His name was Ursula, one that I couldn't know. He said He said if I didn't promise to let it remain a secret, he'd have no choice but to leave. And put a hit out on her, I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
He never did tell me. He took that secret to his grave. When I married Peter, he made me make him make the same promise. And just like Mike, he took it to the grave. Maybe not letting me know was their way of expressing their love for me. At least that's what I wanted to believe after I was told the truth. The truth is difficult to take in, isn't it, Mr. Hyde? They told me that I had nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That it was my fate. That my life literally belonged to them. This is precisely the reason why I avoided making any friends here. At first, I even started to believe that the reason that man Rex was here was to spy on me at their request.
Mori, who could possibly have the reach to do all this? Who the hell are they?
Nile.
That's even worse than Condor. Did you say Nile?
Yes. At least that's the name they use when they refer to themselves.
I see. Rex was listening the whole time. Oh no!
Add in the menacing.
Dun, dun. Rex.
So
No.
that's how it is, huh?
Now it's time for my investigation. My interrogation.
You were listening in on us? Yep, every last word. Shocking stuff, indeed. It's almost impossible to believe that Nile I've got you under their control too. You know about Nile? If I didn't, you'd have bothered talking. If I didn't, you think I'd have bothered taking on your case? It's them I'm interested in, not you or your insurance policy.
Rex, enough games. What are you really after?
You could say I'm looking for the last piece of the puzzle.
Forgive me. I've been somewhat inundated with puzzles lately. You'll have to be more specific.
Well, quit interrupting and I'll tell you. It's the puzzle that he left behind, which I've been trying to solve all this time. In fact, I've been piecing it together ever since he died 13 years ago.
Who the hell is he? Are you talking about Jack Green? Who's Jack Green?
It was definitely Josh Green or George Patrice. It could have been George Patrice as well.
Are you talking about Jack Green, the guy you used to work with?
How do you know about him?
I've got my own sources. I also know about the piece he wrote concerning Condor and its true identity.
So I guess you've pretty much worked it all out then, huh? You know that he was murdered and all.
Oh, now we're interrogating Rex? Just as I suspected.
We're kind of like doing a cross interrogation.
Yeah.
Like
He's interrogating Marie. We were interrogating Marie, but now we're done. But he's interrogating her. We're interrogating him.
Yes.
So Jack Green was murdered after all.
That's right. Of course, it was made to look like an accident, but he was murdered all right. So Hyde, have you pieced it together? Can you guess who's behind it all yet?
Sure I can. It was...
Nile.
Nile.
Well, give the man a round of applause. Nile has been behind Condor all along. Make no mistake, it was Nile that got him in the end.
Jack Green was poised to expose the link between Nile and Condor. But Nile got wind of this and decided to silence him for good. That's what you're implying, right?
That's the outcome of his actions, at least, yes. But there's more, much more. That only he and I knew, a disturbing truth.
Okay, what do you mean by a disturbing truth? I just said that.
The crime syndicate known as Condor began operating in the LA area. Oh, must be far back as 25, maybe 26 years ago now. The LAPD figured that Condor was behind all of the robberies that had been happening, but due to the distinct lack of material evidence, was never able to pin anything against him. They chose their targets and conducted their sales with such meticulous attention to detail that their crimes went virtually undetected by the police department. Condor always kept itself a few steps ahead, resulting in the LAPD coming up with squat. You understand, right, what I'm getting at here?
Sure I do. You're suggesting there was an informant working from inside the LAPD.
Which was Bradley.
Or
That's what we figured.
Or the guy that's running for mayor right now.
Or, yeah, that guy too. But I'd like to think of Bradley.
Because that's like the whole thing too, was that, well, with nothing that would enable a case to be built against them, the robberies continued. That is, until 13 years ago when they simply dropped off the face of the earth. By then, my friend Jack Green was dead, and Hotel Cape West had closed down for good. After Jack died, I kept on after Condor, questioning and collecting information. But all that Jack had tried hard to uncover was buried and no longer news. I tried in vain to make the media listen to me, but the results were always the same. I wrote an article about Jack's death being the work of a criminal group, but of course, it was branded a work of fiction and my name was mud. I'd been driven out of my profession. But they underestimated my determination. I wasn't about to roll over and play dead. I wasn't going to let Jack's death be for nothing. I made it my mission to find and uncover the real crooks behind all the wrongdoing. And who are the real crooks?
Yeah. The real crooks?
Yeah, you didn't think Nile was operating by itself, did you? Make no mistake, if Nile continues to have the power and influence, I'm just thinking he's like trying to link this all to the FBI and like other like he's making it like he's just like a
It's the CIA!
He's just listing CIA, MFA, all these fucking
FBI, CDC, FDA.
It's only because there are so many people who use Nile to further their goals. Each and every one of them connected to Nile behind the scenes, yet hiding in plain sight, perverting the course of justice.
The zoom in. Double zoom in.
Hyde. I haven't forgotten when you compared me to an annoying fly, you know. But you're right, I've spent my life endlessly buzzing amongst filth. No matter how much people try to bat me away, I just won't give up. Well, I've got news for you. That's how I've been forced to live since Jack died. But even someone like me has values, things that drive them to keep them going. In my case, there's one thing I've never let slip away.
Oh yeah? And what might that be?
Persistence, Hyde. I absolutely will not rest until I finally uncover the truth. I made a promise when Jack died. I vowed that whatever the truth turned out to be, and how unbearable it was, I wouldn't look away. I'd made sure the entire world learned of it.
I think it's about time you told me exactly why you've been investigating Mori, Rex.
Well, both her brother, Mike, and late husband, Peter, were involved in Condor. And they both died in a similar car accident to Jack. There was no doubt in my mind that Marie was directly connected to Nile. I became obsessed with finding out why they'd seemingly let her go and disappeared. I was convinced that they must have been up to something behind the scenes. The thing that surprised me most, Mr. Hyde, though, was that somebody like you was living in this building. Jack had spent considerable time investigating your father. According to his research, the man whose body was found in the parking lot 25 years ago was in league with Condor and was bumped off because he knew about the truth of Nile.
What did you say? You think my dad was working for Condor?
Jack seemed to think so. Or at least that's what he wrote in his notebook, which I'm sure you probably have. But like so many other things, there was no concrete proof to back up his theories. One undeniable fact was that when your father was killed, the elusive Scarlet Star diamond that Condor had stolen went missing, vanishing without a trace.
The Scarlet Star.
Hyde. Nile is resurrecting the Condor name using Marie. I'm sure there's some kind of ulterior motive behind it. I've got nothing yet, but rest assured I'll get to the bottom of this if it kills me. Marie. Yes? We won't be seeing each other after today. I'll no longer be hanging around keeping tabs on you.
Oh, thank Christ.
Oh, thank God. I'll leave you with this piece of advice. Get yourself out of this town and do it as soon as you can. I can't just leave. Even if I do you think Nile is just going to forget about me?
They forgot about Louis.
Not without my help. What do you mean? Come on. How do you think I've stayed alive this long while looking into them? Even an annoying fly like me has a few survival tricks up his sleeve. If you want a fighting chance of getting away, be at Union Station at 6 tomorrow morning. I'll wait for 10 minutes. If you don't show by then, I'll be gone. Right. This is the last I'll be seeing of your ugly mug too, Hyde.
I'll hold back the tears.
What are you gonna do now?
Like you need to ask. I'll find something to keep me occupied around here. Trust me.
Always the Joker. I've tried, but I can't just work you out, man. After all, what would an annoying fly know anyway? See you around.
Hey Rex,
What now?
I've got something for you.
Ah, I see.
You stole my notebook.
So you did have it. I thought as much.
You mean you noticed it was gone?
Of course I did. What do you take me for? Anyway, I'm out of here.
Oh, I kind of like Rex now. He's kind of cool. He's just a chill dude.
Yeah.
He's not trying to get on anyone's case.
Rex gets into the elevator and leaves the roof.
Mori takes a similar approach, but jumps off the roof.
She takes the other way down. You thought I was done with you?
I still have questions for you.
Well, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I need some time to think. You heard what he offered me, though, right? Besides, nobody knows what will happen from now. Maybe I've got a chance.
You think you're gonna be alright by yourself?
Mr. Hyde,
Yeah?
I'll be just fine. I'm a lot stronger than I look, you know. One more thing. Thanks for listening to me. I honestly thought I'd never been able to open up to anyone, that is, until you came along. Goodbye, Mr. Hyde.
Marie gets into the elevator and leaves the roof. Marie. It's my pager. I better head back to my room.
Well, that was a whole can of fucking worms that we just opened and dealt with. So guys, that's where we're going to end it for today. If you liked the video, like it, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. And hit that bell notification if you want to see when the next episode of Last Window comes out. Check out our other series such as Doki Doki Literature Club, Hotel Dusk Room 215, Mario's Time Machine. It's all put in that iCard in the corner. Question of the day.
Do you have coronavirus? And if so, what's it like with you? Tell us about it. You know,
Okay.
is it horrible? Is it not that bad? You know, what's going on with you? We want to know how you're doing.
Put that shit in the comments below. I'm Bottles.
I'm Mori.
See you next time.
Continue.